Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Let us continue on today with our walkthrough. We're about to talk to Y'shtola in A Day in the Neighborhood. Y'shtola is staring off into the distance, lost in thought. Oh no. I am not indifferent to Thancred's troubles. Nevertheless, I will not apologize for holding him to a higher standard after all these years. He has ever been a man of considerable resolve, and that is what I will continue to expect. Though it heartens me to know that some of us remain ourselves in spite of our present circumstances. I can't help but imagine how Alize and Alphanot have changed since arriving here in the first. Perhaps you should be concerned with how you have changed. I realize I am not as I was on the source, but I cannot say I regret the decisions that allowed me to come this far. Returning to the matter at hand, I really must begin work on deciphering the tablet. In the meantime, perhaps you should take a look about Slitherbrow. If there is anything you need, pray speak with Runar at the plaza. I have instructed Runar to help you with anything you should require. Yeah. Alright, so let's have a look around Slitherbrow. This is really interesting. Not the type of place you would expect to find Y'shtola, but I like it. Okay, another aetheryte crystal to add to our collection. Welcome, friend, welcome. My apologies for our less than hospitable greeting earlier. Tell me, what is your name? From where do you hail? My name's Claire. From the Crystarium, I see. And this tablet you brought may help us find the Light Warden here in Ratika? Well, you are welcome to stay with us for as long as you need. Come, let me show you around. Would it be alright if I join you? Of course, anything for the guests of our dear Master Matoya. Thank you. She means a great deal to the Knights Blessed, doesn't she? If not for her, we may all have perished in the Great Fire. With our priests slain and our home in ruins, we were at the mercy of the Sin Eaters. It was she who drove them back, and with her sage guidance, we were able to rebuild. Before long, she became a central figure in our community, a great oak within whose shadow many have come to find solace. That is not to say there were not those who hesitate to grant outsiders such authority, myself included. Perhaps it is the smile in her eyes when she speaks of the sunless sea. I feel whole again, and now that she's with us, and I have no doubt the others feel the same. She is as much part of the Knights Blessed as any of us, and we are grateful for all she's done in service to the Dark. That's cute. But you did not hear this from me, yes? Now, you should know that there are certain customs we ask guests to adhere so long as they reside within Slitherbrow. To show reverence to the Dark? In a word, yes, but fear not, it is not too involved. Let us begin with something simple. Follow me. Alright, let's go. And I apologize if I sound a little bit strange. I've gotten a slight head cold today. I thought Master Matoya kept her room dark because she didn't need the light, but they're all like hers, aren't they? Should you see any of our people come to this chamber, they have likely returned from a journey beyond the borders of Ratika. We use the water stored here to cleanse ourselves of the light's impurity. A simple and perhaps peculiar custom, but it is one of our most important. Would you two kneel for just a moment that I might rid you of the light's impurity? Okay. We mustn't be rude to our hosts. Alright. As Runa lightly sprays you with water, your skin begins to tingle. And with that, you have been cleansed of the night's blighted touch. How do you feel? I'm not sure, to be honest. Not refreshed, exactly, but I do feel different. Has this water been treated in some way? Only blessed by our priests. They are practiced in the arcane arts. As such, it is said that their prayers imbued the water with a faint, dark energy. Yeah, I kind of felt something too. A prickling sensation? No one has ever spoken of such a reaction before. I wouldn't say it was an unpleasant sensation, but I too felt something strange. The dark aspects of this water should have no discernible effect, unless... By the gods, Master Matoya was right. You are sin-eaters! I jest. What you felt was likely no more than the chill of the water. Perhaps now would be a good time for you to acquaint yourselves with the people of Slitherbound. For that, I must teach you a customary greeting. Aline Tuta. In the language of Ronka, it is one of several ways one might say, good evening. The world is not as safe as it once was, and this greeting lets us quickly discern friend from foe. Is there a handshake or gesture we should know too? I would hate to offend anyone. You need not worry. Merely speak the words Aline Tuta and they will know you as friends of the blessed. I will await your return here. Now go. They are like to be heartened by your knowledge of our ways. Alright, we just gotta say Aline Tuta to people now. No need to be shy, my friend. The blessed are warm and welcoming people. Well, that's good to hear. I'm just gonna quickly type this in. Well, as quickly as I can. Okay. Okay, Elder. The elderly woman smiles warmly. Okay, good. I thought for a moment that it didn't work. Alright, so we got two other people to talk to. I'll head over here first. Away with you! Aline Chaiz, welcome, friend. I take it you will remain in these woods for some time, yes? Be wary of these woods. You will find poison near everything you see. But fear not, our medicinal teas will keep you healthy. Ask and it is yours. Well, that was easy. I mean, before he was like, go away. It was like, say the magic word, and suddenly we're best friends for life. I wish that worked in real life. Alright, so let's go meet this third person. Here we go. Ah, newly come traveler. Ali cheese and welcome to Slitherball. You must forgive us if we seem strangely reserved. We are a quiet and taciturn people. Silent and serene as the sunlit sea. The quiet makes it easy to discern the presence of eaters and other dangers here in the woods. Huh. You learn something new every day. And we're gonna go speak with Minthelia now and see how she fared. Everyone was so kind and gracious. I was nervous at first, but already I'm starting to feel at home. There is still much I have to learn about the Knight's Blast, but their faith and strength of will is nothing short of inspiring. I can see now how they built such a thriving community. Yay! Level up! I can see how they've come to thrive in the woods, even with all the Sin Eaters. Good to know. A helping hand. Judging by the glint in Runar's eye, there is still more for you to learn about Slitherbow. Ah, you have returned. Very good. No doubt they were glad of your company. It's been too long since we've had visitors. Remember, if you have any questions or if there is anything you need, do not hesitate to ask. He seems so nice. I like him. Speaking of which, we must arrange food and lodgings for your stay. As friends of Master Matoya, we cannot ask for payment, but if you would be willing to lend a hand, it would be my pleasure. We are fortunate indeed to play host to such generous souls. The task I have in mind is simple enough. All I ask is that you take a jug and water the crops in the square. May I help too? Of course! One of you can do the filling and the other the watering. Speak with Isabel when you have finished. She will be relieved to hear the crops have been tended to. While you take care of that, I will see to your room and a warm meal. Right then, I'll fill, you water. This was the only jug I could find which was small enough to live, but I'm afraid there's a crack in the bottom. We need to hurry to the garden before all the water leaks out. Take the jug of water to the square and... Okay, I see where this is going. Yeah, we have only a few seconds to water the garden before we gotta go back. Well, that shouldn't be so hard, right? I mean, it's right there. And the good news is we don't need to worry about being attacked for once. You watered half the plots. Fetch another jug of water to take care of the rest. Okay. Yeah, normally when we have to do these, like, lifting and carrying and delivering quests, usually we have to make it through monster-infested territory, so we shouldn't complain here. Was there enough water for the plots? About half. Only half? I see. Well, let me refill the jug for you. Another jug of water in the square. Seconds to complete the test. Oh, great! We have 30 seconds now. How hard can that be? Okay, so we watered the whole plot. Yay. Excuse me. Well met, travelers. I observed you earlier speaking with the others. Have you need of something? No, we just wanted to let you know that everything's been watered. You watered the crops? My apologies for not noticing sooner. I've been rather distracted of late. Watering the crops was always Tadia's duty, but she is no longer with us. We have since taken the share in the duty, though never with guests. You are most kind. Is there anything else we can do to help? We could plant something if you like. There is no need. The plot is small, it is true, but it provides us with enough to survive. We ask for no more. I don't know how you manage. Have the blessed not considered leaving? Life would surely be easier almost anywhere else. I can understand why you might say that, but the easiest path is not always the right one. Tell me, do you know our history? How our faith came to be? Yes, I believe so. The Knights Blessed was initially formed by those who lost their homes in the wake of the flood. What began as an occasional gathering of survivors eventually grew into a community, which ultimately decided to strike out on its own in the Ratika Greatwood. I see you have read your history. But there is a history that is told, and one that is lived. Like so many in those times, the first of the Knights Blessed lost everything. Their homes, their loved ones, all they held dear. To make matters worse, none could say what became of the souls of those lost to the flood when their bodies were reborn as sin eaters. The people were without answers, without hope. Their gods have drowned along with everything else. It seemed that nothing was beyond the reach of the light. But soon they realized that where there is light, there must be darkness. And in that truth they found new faith, a belief that the souls of the departed could yet find peace beyond these burning skies, in the sunless sea above. That is why we pray, for the safe passage of wayward souls onto that blessed black abyss, for the return of the night, that we might someday look upon the kingdom of heaven with our own eyes. We remain in these woods for the selfsame reason our founders first chose them, that we may lead lives of simplicity with the shade of these trees as a constant reminder of our faith. With so many seeking paradise and you more, it's refreshing to find people who value a humbler existence. You are kind to say so. Many consider our way of life foolish, and so it must seem to those who yet cling to their worldly possessions. In times such as these, when everything can be taken away in an instant, it is all too easy to lose sight of why we fight to go on living. It is not to hold that fast to material things, but to hold those who went before us in our hearts, to keep alive the legacy they have left us. This we must do for them, our children, and generations yet unborn. To keep their legacy alive. Wow, that's a lot to really think about. People from all walks of life are welcome among the Knights Blessed. Our faith in the dark is infinitely greater with the sum of our differences. Oh, here we go. Runar, lost but not forgotten. Runar has more work to be done. Alright. What would you have us do? Done tending to the crops already? Yep. Very good. It should not be long before your room is ready. Rumar! In the woods. Sin Eaters. I fear they may have the touch. Where? In the grove to the southwest. For a mercy, they yet to wander any closer to the Sither Bow. We have no need to engage. Inform the guard that no one is to set foot outside the village until they have moved on. But sir, what of Tadia's heartstone? It must be retrieved before the service. Of all the times for Sin Eaters to appear. Are you just going to leave them alone? Under normal circumstances, we would not hesitate in striking the beast down. If they are indeed have the touch, I will not risk them corrupting one of our own. What was it you said about a stone? A few days past, Tadia, a child of the Knights Blessed, was slain by Sin Eaters. We succeeded in retrieving her body, but in our haste we failed to notice her necklace was gone. Strung to it was a pendant of jade, her heartstone. All the Knights Blessed are given such a stone at birth. It's the most valuable possession we can own. It is custom to present the heartstone of the deceased at their funeral, as an offering to the heavens, but now... What if I could find it for you? I have experience fighting Sin Eaters, and the light's corruption does not touch me like it does others. Master Matoya called you Minfilia, did she not? Are you truly the Minfilia, descended from the Oracle? Yep. Even so, I dare not ask you to risk your life for the blessed. I understand how you feel, but I can't stand by knowing that your people are in need and I can help. Please, let me do this. Very well, but if the danger proves too great, you must retreat. I could never forgive myself if we were forced to hold a second service. I nearly forgot about Thancred. What if he returns before I do? Don't worry, I'll come with you. Yeah, seriously, did you forget we were here? Thank you. With you at my side, I'm certain we can deal with them in no time at all. Go swiftly, and may the shadows keep you both. Right, so let's head out and find this heartstone. If I can remember how to get out of here. So here we are, back out in the woods. I really do like this music. It's a little bit loud, but I do like it. Now, oh, we don't have to go far at all. At least I hope not. I have no sense of direction or distance, apparently. Or so people tell me. It should be around here somewhere, I think. How do you know? Let's see. Oh, wait, I see sin eaters. So I'm guessing that's where we gotta go. There, the sin eaters. Well, we got 2 of them now. I was hoping there would only be 1. There was no way we can search for the stone without dealing with them first. Perhaps we should split them up. Let's get to it then. What? Should we make a plan first? Though there are only 2. I'll draw one of them away. You can deal with the other. I really hate these, like, Valkyrie type of eaters. I don't know, maybe it's just from watching the trailer so many times, but I really don't like them. But I will say this, they are a lot easier to kill here than they are in the trailer. Too bad we haven't learned any dark abilities that let us blow them away like that. Okay, 1 down. Let's go see if Mephilia needs help. Oh, I see a dead eater. So it looks like she took care of it on her own. I'm surprised that it's still here and hasn't dissolved yet. Oh no. Claire. There you are. It's done, though I fear I was a bit careless. I'll do better next time, I promise. Yeah, you don't look so good. I'm fine. You needn't worry about me. More importantly, we have to find that heartstone. They said it was made of jade, right? I'll search over there in the bush. Alright, so we just gotta look around here till we find the heartstone. I mean, it looks like it's over a wide area. Oh, is that it? Oh wait, it looked like I saw 2 of them, so maybe not so easy. Pile of leaves. No trace of the heartstone here. Yeah, I figured. So there's definitely one over there. I don't want to run through all those beetles unless I have to. We'll try in the outer reaches here first. Nothing so far. Oh, there's one right there. Pile of leaves. No trace of the heartstone there either. Okay. Alright, another one. Pile of leaves. Brush away the leaves and uncover a brilliant green gem. We found it! Alright, let's go track down Minfilia and get back before Thancred realizes that we're missing. Did you have any luck? Yes, I did. A keepsake once belonged to Tadia of the Knights Blessed. It's beautiful. This has to be it. You know, Thancred always said you were a woman of many talents, and I think I'm beginning to understand what he meant. I have much to learn if I'm to be even half the hero you are. The hero she was. I'm sorry. Forget I said anything. We should head back to Slitherbow. Runar and the others were probably worried. I'm not sure how I feel about that. But yeah, let's just head back. We'll just teleport, make it easier. I don't want to run through all these giant beetles again. Thank goodness you are safe. I had begun to fear the worst. Oh, uh-oh. Thancred, I can explain. Well, out with it then. Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, we found it. That's what matters. By all that is dark, you found it. We can proceed with her service as planned. These blessed gems serve not only to protect us in life, but to guide our spirits onto the sunless sea in the hereafter. Even should we be felled by the Sin Eaters, so long as these gems are recovered, our souls are ensured peace in the dark. Aw, that's so nice. Saying goodbye, Runar lets out a sigh of relief. Words fail to express my gratitude for this kindness you have done for the blessed. I must insist you and your friends attend Tadia's service as honored guests. There is still much we must do to prepare, but please, go and inform the others. It will be held in the darker. When you arrive, there should be an attendant present to explain the proceedings. Claire and I learned so much about the Knights Blessed while you were away. And we helped them recover a lost heirloom out in the woods. I know I wasn't supposed to leave, but they really needed our help. There were Sin Eaters and... As long as she accompanied you, but do try to be more careful. Your injuries could have been a lot worse. How did you... Let's just say a little bird told me, and is telling me now that Claire has business with us. Is something the matter? Yeah, we're gonna go attend a funeral. They asked us to attend the service? Well, of course we'll go. It's being held in the darker, is it? We'll take care not to be late, I promise. It's such a relief to know that everything is going as planned. I'll join you in the darker shortly. Between your earlier excursions and my patrol of the area for Sin Eaters, hopefully Y'shtola and Urianger will be able to finish their work in peace. So I'm guessing the darker is over here. We still don't have nearly enough of the map. Oh, it's the elder from earlier. The elderly woman hands you a candle. She then points over to the nearby corner where you might place it. Okay. Handmade candle of the Night's Bless. It burns an eerie blue when lit. Ooh, how did they do that?
It seemed only right that we show our faces. May we join you?
Let us begin. I thank you all for coming to pay respects to our fallen daughter of the night. In the light, she was known as Todia, but in the dark, we shall remember her always as Menine. Let us each take a moment to offer her our prayers. We entrust her now to the night's sweet embrace. In darkness will she be free from pain and suffering, now and forevermore. May her soul find peace in the sunless sea of heaven, and in the love we bear for her in our hearts.
That vessel represents the night sky, the sunless sea of heaven.
Call upon you now, O bringer of shadow, to lead this gentle soul unto the sea. We call upon you, O warrior of darkness, to deliver her unto paradise everlasting.
I am told you assisted in the preparations for the service. On behalf of the Blessed, you have my sincerest thanks. The enduring legend of the Warrior of Darkness owes much to the traditions of these people. And none were more ardent in their faith than Todia. She would have been greatly moved by your presence.
You know I don't deserve such reverence.
You might not deliver her to the heavens, but if you could deliver the night sky to her people, the real night sky, it would be the next best thing. Their prayers would finally be answered. They could gaze up at the firmament and see their ancestors in every twinkle of the stars. We cannot allow their hopes and dreams to drown in the light. We have to bring back the dark. If we don't, who will? Forgive me, thinking of all those we have lost.
No, it's all right. We will bring back the dark.
Mayhaps sooner than later, in fact. Urianger and I finished deciphering the tablet, and its contents were most illuminating. Let us reconvene in my chambers. We have much to discuss.
Oh, that was sad. Now I feel bad. I hate when they do that. Well, let's go head out and talk with Y'shtola, or Master Matoya as she's now being called. Hopefully Y'shtola has good news to share. A chance to reclaim the night has lit a fire in Minfilia that I would see kindled. What do you suppose she's gleaned from the tablet? I could no doubt thou will find the contents of the tablet most informative. Ah, good you're here. Thanks to the Exarch's gift, our next course of action is now clear. I'm more surprised she can read it in her condition. I mean, how does she read? Okay, stirring up trouble. Y'shtola was quite pleased with herself, but whether she has good or bad news to share remains to be seen. Uh-oh. Let me begin by first explaining the origins of this tablet. I initially believed it might detail the history of the Church of the First Light. Much to my surprise, it dates back to the end of the Ronkan Empire, and was likely written under the direction of the reigning ruler. It was a time of strife and unceasing war with neighboring nations. With each passing day, they yielded more and more territory to their enemies. In their desperation, petitions for aid were sent out to their allies. This was one such petition. And you think this ancient petition will somehow help us get into Yaxmedia? Indeed we do. For etched onto this tablet is a method by which one may prove themselves an ally of the Ronkan Empire. Provided we are able to decipher said instructions, we may entreat the ruin's protectors to grant us safe passage. The problem, however, is I presumably lack the resources to decipher them in their entirety. We have but one recourse. There exists a stone monument inscribed with ancient Ronkan texts and translations into a more modern dialect which came into use after the fall of the Empire. I'm confident it will suit our purposes. Where can we find this monument? Here in Sitia, quite close to Slitherbow, in fact. The good news ends there, however, for it is in the possession of a rather radical faction of the Dark Worshippers, the Children of the Everlasting Dark. If I am to study the monument, I must infiltrate their encampment. I have no intention of taking longer than absolutely necessary, but I will nevertheless require time to transcribe the text I need. To ensure that I will have enough, I am afraid I must ask you and Thancred to assist me. Alright, I see no problem with that. And before you even ask, the answer is no. If we are to remain unseen, our group must be as small as possible. Alright, I'll stay here until you return. We won't be long. If anything should happen, you keep her safe. Then let us converse outside, to the west of Slitherbow, where the path diverges. You gonna be okay? Take care, Claire. For my part, I shall make all possible preparations that Y'shtola may begin translating the tablet upon her return. Well, that's good for you. Okay, I think it's been long enough. We can ride on out of here. Found them. All set. Good to hear. The encampment we seek is to the north, but it would be foolish to simply rush in. A guard has been posted at Cleric to keep watch over the children. Perhaps he has aught to share of their recent activity. But we must tread carefully. There is a chance we may encounter them along the way. Stay close and stay alert. I would avoid a confrontation if possible. They rejoice in dealing death to others, claiming that in doing so they cleanse their victims of sin and usher them onto the sunless sea. I would rather not sully my hands defending myself against such madmen. Okay, if they believe that, why not just kill each other? Wouldn't that be easier or make much more sense? At least that makes sense to me. Okay, so it looks like we're getting more into like the swampy area. Oh no, go away. I'm not bothering you guys. Oh, that can't be good. Alright, let's go help the Watchmen. Do not interfere with your work. Come on. You're bugging the poor guy. Leave him alone. You okay, buddy? By the blessed dark. Thank goodness you are unharmed. We would have arrived earlier, but we too had a rather unwelcome visit from the children. You are an acquaintance of Master Matoya, then. My apologies. The children have been acting strange of late, so I thought to take a closer look. I was careless. Strange? What have you seen? At first, there seemed to be nothing out of the ordinary. The usual gatherings of ingredients for poisons from fauna and animals. But then I took notice of their venomous spiders. They've been breeding them in much greater numbers. It's as if they're preparing for something. Any idea as to what? Could be anything, really. If it meant the end of the Blessed, nothing would be too cruel or violent for them. But perhaps if we use their present preoccupation with spiders to our advantage. If we were to introduce a threat to the nest where they keep them, the children would be compelled to save them. Bees, for example, are a natural predator of spiders. Really? Set them loose on the nest, and we should have our opportunity to sneak into their encampment. What a mischievous plan. I like it. With a bit of smoke, we should be able to subdue a few colonies long enough to secure their hives. Have you anything we might be able to use? We should have smoke bombs at the outpost just over there. Then it's settled. Grab a few smoke bombs from the outpost and search about for beehives. I imagine the bees won't take kindly to your visit, but once they're knocked out, take the beehives and bring them back here. 2 will suffice, I should think. Oh, sure. Leave it to us. It's all the same to you. I'll be returning to Slitherbough. I don't want to get in the way. Stay safe, and may the shadows keep you. Thank you. So there's the storehouse, built right into the tree. Oh, come on. Wait, a forest flamingo? They're coming up with stranger names. Huh, not bad in here. You know what? I think it's time I change it. Oh, I thought I had a different title. Oh well. We'll go with the Fey Touch for now. Okay, so let's go and hunt down some bees. I mean, is that really true? Do bees hunt spiders? I honestly don't think that they do. I mean, I think that if a giant spider were to attack their hives, they would attack them, but... yeah, I have no idea. Then again, this is a fantasy world. Handmade device crafted by the Night's Blessed and to produce smoke. Okay. Soldier Bee Cloud. Okay, one hide down. Let's go and get another. But like I was saying, so this does take place in a fantasy world, and the rules of the real world don't seem to apply here, so I can let it go. So I need to look that up later, just to make sure. I mean, if anyone out there is watching this and if they know that this is fact or not, please leave a comment down below just to let me know. Because I would really, really like to look that up. And we found another beehive. Okay, good. Oh great, we got 2 bee clowns to deal with. One down. And the other one just fell. Great. So now we have to go and sneak into a dangerous encampment full of poisonous murderers, I guess. Yeah, that sounds like fun. But once again, there is a phrase that I never thought I would say since playing this game. Were you able to find any? Yep, I got 2 of them. What were you 2 up to? The guard returned to Slitherbough, but not before offering his thanks. As for the beehives, Thancred and I were successful in acquiring what we need. How did you fare? For God's sakes, please don't let them out. This is more than enough. The children are certain to be displeased. Let us hurry before the bees begin to stir. Bag is sealed tight, but I'd rather not keep the bees buzzing them out there any longer than we have to. A beautiful plan. The children's settlement is to the west, a place they call Woven Oak. According to the guard, there is an airway apart from the entrance which leads to the spider's nest. If the fates are kind, the way will be clear. Okay, so we'll just head over there. Though now that I think about it, the children should be able to see us coming a mile away with our electric pony here. So we're in Woven Oak, so we should be there soon. If these things would stop chasing us! We should move quickly before any of the children arrive. Up there is the airway. Do you see it? Yeah, I see it. A bit far, perhaps, but we should be able to toss the bag through. Though we should probably loosen the ropes keeping it closed, enough that it falls open when it lands inside. May I do the honors? That should do it. Now we wait. What is that? Bees! By the abyss, they're everywhere! Help! Someone help! We have to save the spiders! It sounds like our plan is working. Still, it is quite likely not all that were drawn away from their posts. If you should come to blows with the children, I'll see to any signs of the struggle are concealed. Failing that, I'll create a distraction to buy Y'shtola more time. Should anyone get past me, it falls to you to guard her. Your concern is appreciated, but I sincerely doubt it will come to that. Why do I get the feeling you enjoy the idea of my loafing about bored in the shadows? Come now, Thancred, the shadows are a fitting place for a warrior of darkness. Now, if you both are ready. Alright, so we'll be seeing you later, Thancred. Go on, I'll be right behind you. So, where do we go from here? Okay, there we go. So, alright, I'm just gonna make a break for it. Oh man, there's so many. Go away. I know I'm in your place, but come on, I don't mean any harm. Okay, so we made it far away. Just far away enough for them to leave us alone. The font of scene suggests that this is a chamber for prayer. At the very least, they would not place this near potential distractions from their worship. Perhaps the monument is further in. Oh, come on! You had to stand there and wait for us to catch up just to tell us that. Yes, this is it. I will be but a moment. Keep watch at the entryway. On second thought, would you mind examining the murals on the walls while I look over this? At a glance, I can tell they are old, predating the founding of the Blessed and the Children, in fact. We're not like to come here a second time. 'Twould behoove us to learn all that we can. Then what does this mean? Okay, so these are pretty cool. Oh, here we go, destination. Oh, we get to examine the murals through a spyglass then. Interesting. Okay, a Roncon mural. The mural appears to be very old. A ruler sits atop a throne, attended by their subjects. Primitive mural. The mural appears to be ancient. A warrior in the middle stands triumphant over what appears to be a creature of the shadow. Other figures surround the warrior, rejoicing in their victory. So then the last one... Muir appears to be fairly old. A knight shields himself and their comrades from a encroaching darkness. The central figure is considerably faded. Oh gee, I wonder who that is.
These paintings, they seem familiar. Depictions of heroes throughout history. The Age of Gods, the Empire of Ronka, and this. There was a man, a researcher who pored over these pieces. He offered us work when we needed it. Slaying beasts, delivering provisions. A funny old bugger he was. But he had a good heart. He believed this first painting dated back to a time of myth and legends. A tribute to the heroes of a long-forgotten era. The story went that it was rediscovered by an explorer from Ronka, who was so struck by its majesty that a second painting was commissioned, commemorating the heroes of their day. One day you will all be here too, he said. Heroes immortalized forever. Maybe I'll paint you myself? I had a good laugh at that. We were only trying to make our way after all. Being heroes couldn't have been further from our minds. But it seems he actually went and did it. Before or after the flood, I wonder. Rather faded, isn't it, compared to the others? Or did someone try to scrape it off the wall? Well, maybe the man himself once he came to his senses. Do you suppose your deeds will warrant an addition to this collection? Or some other kind of monument?
There you are. I have everything I need. Let us quit this place. something the matter? We should go. The others are waiting.
Wow. That's some food for thought. But anyway, I think that we are getting pretty close to calling it there. I think it's already been an hour, so good to see my distraction prove successful. I believe I now have everything needed to finish deciphering the tablet. Tell me, Claire, did the murals appear to be of any significance? Yeah, a handful of them. Depictions of heroes from the Age of Gods, the Ronkan Empire, and immediately before the Flood. Very astute observations. Perhaps in another lifetime you could be a curator of antiquities. Though it has no bearings on the task at hand, perhaps that knowledge may prove of use in the future. Good to know. But yeah, I think that we'll call it there for now. The next one is going to be called An Unwanted Proposal. So I hope everyone's going to be looking forward to that one, and I'll see you all again very soon. So until then, good evening.